laughs and deep conversations. Please keep it cute in the comment moderation. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're at Vic to the Veil. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Just engage. That helps, like I said. So I was just doing a little research on Nesto's current attorney, Mr. Roberto Sean Hoover. And I'm like, well, damn, this man seems to be well qualified to represent Nesto. And he and Sonya, I probably would say more at this point, Sonya is doing more damage to where he is alienating his attorney and the attorney-client contact. I found a podcast where Mr. Hoover actually said, his disdain as he was growing up for public defenders, and it made him want to be an advocate for, being a defense attorney advocate. So why didn't you just let them do their job? And why didn't he just be patient and let the man do his job? You're not his only client. There's obviously, we know Fulton County is backed up, and he doesn't just handle Fulton County. He does all them little bitty counties out there in Georgia. So I couldn't see why he was pissed off with Nesto, because he's like, well, I didn't have much to work with to begin with. You've been on these phones, chit-chatting it away, incriminating yourself away. And even after you found out that the calls are being recorded, they found all your PIN numbers, the give up the ghost, you've been officially indicted on RICO. You still won't shut up. And then whatever song you sent Attorney Wooten the day before his Nesto's hearing, where I think it was supposed to be his final plea and arraignment, pissed Sean off so bad that he just did not communicate with Nesto that, no, you're not coming. I'm not, whatever. I got other clients. I got another rapper I gotta handle. You know what I mean? He doesn't trust his client, and his client doesn't trust him. But with all his accolades, it seems like he is well qualified to at least try to put up a good defense for Nesto. And that's what Miss Sonya should have been like really, really looking at, instead of sitting there trying to, well, I'm gonna write some points out, and he could just read off of that, because he should know. He doesn't know your whole case. He hasn't seen it. But the investigator has been working with him for at least 6 months at the point when 6 to 8 months by the time Hoover came on. And Nesto has been nothing but a problem. And so I even went back to the Tasha K interview where she told Tasha K that, oh yeah, I do any and everything for his case. Yeah, but she didn't bring the paperwork. She had no paperwork to bring. Oh, I left it in the hotel. Because she came up there to talk about herself. She wants to be the center of attention, and she's screwed up so much, done so much caca-doo-doo to him with his attorneys, building more and more mistrust in him towards his clients. Now he's a whiny crybaby, pouty baby, because he can't get out. Now here we are, June 26, 2025, where he's kind of sort of accepting his fate. He may talk all like that about, oh, freedom is coming soon. I think it's the other kind of freedom from life. But that's just me talking as a person who can understand some of that mental health talk, or the people that coded mental, like I'm in distress, mental health talk. He's currently in distress. Not that I'm saying that he doesn't deserve it. He is the one that put Sonya in that position. Sonya disrupted the relationship between he in BC, that's Bimal Chopra. She totally fudged and screwed with the relationship between her and he and Krill Lewis. And a lot of this is earnest too. Like I said, he's a whiny baby. He pout. He finds, if he doesn't get his way, then it's total panic, and he is absolutely gonna cry about it. If things go his way, he speaks positive. If things don't go his way, then it's the end of the world. Everybody's bad. He has the nature in him of just finding fault in everyone but himself. So it's just interesting, but I'm gonna go through some of Hoover's, and he's fairly young. I think he's 43, so he's just slightly older than me. So he's young, and he really isn't been a long time advocate for defendants. This is probably the perfect attorney he should have just sat and waited for, and instead of running through, I think I calculated at least 50,000 in attorney's fees. I'm saying at least, it's probably more, but at least 50,000 in attorney's fees again on Shirley. It's good that Shirley got away. I'm just, this is just devil's advocate playing. I'm just saying. And the fact that he and Sonya just kind of played musical chairs with these attorneys is given you don't want to get the fuck out and you don't want him out. So she can come in there and play Little Miss Lawyer and run up in there and, well, I emailed this. There's nothing I wouldn't email. I would say it to his face. We've had these conversations before. So she's having conversations with the district attorney, the same person who is going for maximum penalty for your boo that you claim that you love so much, your handsome man. So you're having sidebars with the DA, seems like pretty frequently, and Sean Hoover finally found out when they went back in chambers, and he's pissed beyond pissed. So he's not communicating as much with his client because he feels like his client is just going to do whatever he wants to do. Let's look at something.
Very wholesome.
So this sounds like love.
We say we love each other every time we talk.
I know.
Yeah, I love him to death. But you could love a friend. I could love you. It's not in love. There's a difference. To be in love with somebody or just to love somebody. So he was there.
So you're helping him with his case right now?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What kind of things are you doing? First of all,
any and everything.
Name the correct charges that he's being charged with. Can you?
There are 9 counts, but 2 got dismissed because what the prosecutor is trying to do is hit him with a RICO. And that's Atlanta's thing. They love the RICO people. So I believe they dismissed the 2 charges, which was theft by deception.
Okay.
Theft by deception. And then it was 2 theft. I wish I would have brought my folder, girl. And so they dropped those.
Okay.
So those were the only 2 that were indicted. Those are only 2 charges that were indicted. So all the other 7.
Yeah, what charges do we have now?
Okay, so now it's a theft by deception.
Okay.
Misuse of credit card. That's with the teacher.
With the teacher?
Yeah, it's this girl that she teaches. So this girl.
Okay. It's okay. That's what you're here for. So
okay, it's on the warrant. So I'm gonna say it because it's on the warrant.
Okay.
So this girl was dating him.
Their backgrounds is crazy to me. I think it's a cop-out, honestly.
It probably doesn't surprise any of you to know that Anthony and I have generally had positive interactions with law enforcement and the criminal justice system. Sean, on the other hand, has not. He's seen members of his family be incarcerated and be represented by apathetic public defenders.
I saw public defenders that didn't know my cousin's name. Like, my cousin's been sitting in jail for forever, and the first and only time you talk to him is the first time he's in front of a judge. I saw like my mother's last name is Williams, and Williams is literally like the the black person name. Everyone knows a Williams because I mean that's just one of our names. And I couldn't tell you how many times my uncles and my cousins would get stopped or pulled over because they look like somebody and their last name is Williams. I mean, the first time I had to deal with cops, I was 12 years old. The first time I had to deal with the court system, I was younger than that, watching my cousins and uncles go in and out. My godfather spent my entire life in prison, and I saw how every time he came up for a parole hearing, and that's not even court, that's a whole different story, but they treated him as who he was after Vietnam. They didn't treat him as the person that he'd become 30 years later. So it's just, like I said, they all seem the same to me. Public defender and prosecutor, you could literally put them in different seats and they would do the exact same thing. And nobody was fighting for us or helping us.
And so the cycle continues. Make no mistake, the American criminal justice system results in disparate outcomes for people of color. According to the Sentencing Project.
So tell me what you guys think. Here's Sonya talking about she'll do any and everything to help his case. And then you have someone who is an advocate for criminal justice as far in regards to defendants. And he's trying his best to help from what it seems like. So some of his work, and I'm not trying to hype him up. I'm just saying, this is just like a fair observation in regards to his attorney and why, you should sometimes just leave well enough alone, but these two are nincompoops and can't stop, won't stop, Rockefeller Records. So his work is Indigent Defense Committee at Georgia Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, Inc., from August 2019 to present. He's an adjunct professor at Emory University from 2022 to present. Senior Manager, Legal Services with the Central Office Specialized Unit at Georgia Public Defender Council from August 2022 to present. Office of the Georgia Capital Defender, so he covers capital crimes at Georgia Public Defender Council from December 2019 to August 2022. Southwest Georgia Conflict Defender at the Georgia Public Defender Council in July 2015 to December 2019. Presidential appointment to the Indigent Defense Committee at the State Bar of Georgia in June 2016 to June 2018. Membership Committee Chairperson at Georgia Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, Inc. from 2017 to 2018. Area Vice President at Georgia Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, Inc. From 2016 to 2018. That's not relevant. Just a moment. Public Defender at Douglas County Public Defender's Office in March 2013 to July 2015. Extern at Federal Defender Program in November 2011 to May 2012. But there's more I didn't call out, but I'm just saying this man, like, he's held some positions. I don't think Creel Lewis has held these positions, but he sat there and made Shirley shell out $35,000 playing in her face. Maybe Bimal Chopra has these sort of credentials running behind him, and maybe Sean is not looking good because he has so much to work with, and he probably doesn't know where to start with Nesto. Nesto is probably like the last thing on his brain right now because they've fucked it up so much that they're just like, he's like, I'm going to save the worst for last. You know how that song goes, save the best for last? No, he's going to save the worst for last because right now your girlfriend she's running amok, and now she got herself in trouble. Probably had a little talk with Hoover. Probably called him. And he's pissed with her, and she probably gonna get on the block list. Oh, I forgot about Hannah. She terrorized poor little Hannah. Hannah, they had to tell Nesto, tell that bitch stop calling her. She can't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? This is this defense attorney is probably the best one for him. I'm not saying he's the best one. Obviously he's not a paid attorney. He specifically specializes in indigent defendants. So that might mean plea, trying to come up with something so we can get a plea deal. That trying to find loopholes, he's going to do his best to try to find a loophole, trying to find something, and they won't let the man just work. And for you to have fucked off all this money, and then your wife's gone now because the last attorney you had her pay for sound like he dropped dime on you in the games you were playing. And although he was trying to continue to get paid, he probably felt a little sorry for you, and was like, not for Nesto, excuse me, for Shirley. And he's like, I just need to tell her about this woman, because this woman is getting on my damn nerves, and I'm just gonna tell him. I don't want to take this case anyway. This was supposed to be just bond, and now they got me trying to defend him. I wasn't signed up to defend him. Now Creel, he's a different. You could tell he's a different type of defense attorney. He's trying to get a plea, but it seems like Sean Hoover might have the backing in his mental capacity, intelligence level, experience level, to try to defend us, though, but they just won't let the man cook. I mean, it's what Nesto deserves at this point. However, they really fucked this off, because just looking at this man's credentials, he, again, I'm gonna keep saying it, well, damn, he really does. I mean, he seems to care about the defendant, and Ernest doesn't let these people actually do their job. It's just, man, fuck that, fuck them people. It just, the nigga just, he just, I know what it's about. It's political, and it just wants some money, and they want their name in the paper. I wouldn't want my name in the paper next to yours. I would not. Please, don't put me next to you. I mean, this man is I saw something. I forgot where I saw it at, and I didn't snap it, but I think he does also specialize in RICO. It's just kind of sad that I know Ernest has sat back and just kind of he don't want to talk about it much, and maybe he's talking to his attorney more behind the scenes, and maybe Sean has seen him more. But you can't be you can't commit crimes out here and then be a little bitch afterwards when you don't get your way. These are the repercussions, and it's just you don't get your way. You so used to getting your way because you tossed Shirley's name and money around, that for the longest time you were able to slip and slide out of that jail, and now you can't slip and slide anymore, because all those crimes that you were able to get out on bond on, or you thought that they went away because you waited so long, and you sat there and listened to Miss Thang. That was the worst thing you could have ever done, boy. Is just go ahead and listen to her. Somebody who sits there and like she almost has, you watch her during some of those video calls like she has Tourette's. Someone who talks to themselves. I have a song for every occasion. I'm not going to say that. I will break out in song, but she literally doesn't take anything seriously. She doesn't take your friends' feelings seriously. She doesn't take your children's feelings seriously, your feelings seriously. All she wants you to do, tell her her nails are pretty, tell her hair is pretty, tell her how young she looks, and she'll keep throwing that little $25 on your account. And she fucked up big time, and she ran away. So that's just my little peace of mind right there. But it's really interesting. If you have time, just go look up Mr. Roberto Sean Hoover, his credentials. It really does seem like he should have just waited it out and, waited it out to see. Instead, he's, trying to do all these maneuvers and still scam behind the jailhouse walls to get these attorneys just so he can get out of jail and do what? Run on Shirley's dime and put her name even further in this, and just keep thinking that you can run the lie any more, because he drains these women, and it seems like his pattern is allegedly drain the women until they're dry and then be gone. And oh, you want to leave? They all leave me. They leave me. I don't leave them. They leave me. Well, they leave you because they have to pick up the pieces of their god dang on life. Shit. Anyway, rant over. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys for listening. If you made it through the end of this video, let me know. Give me a heart sign. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for coming by Vic to the Veils channel. Bye-bye.